What's going on, YouTube? Mr. Wheels here once again, welcoming you to another edition of Sports Talk. The Toronto Blue Jays, for the first time since 1993, are in first place in the American League East Division this late in the season. That's what this video is going to be about. I'm going to talk about the Blue Jays' second 10-game win streak of this season and a host of other things. But before I do that, as always, guys, I'd ask you to remember to please give this video a like, and I'd ask you to please subscribe to my channel for more content. You can follow me on Twitter and give my Facebook fan page a like. The links will be in the description down below. Let's get started. So, as I've said, the Toronto Blue Jays winning tonight over the Oakland A's 10-3. That puts them in first place in the American League East Division, and they've been in first place in the division in the past, but not this late in the season since 1993, and we all know what happened then. They won the second of back-to-back World Series championships that year, and it's the first time the Blue Jays are the first team since the 1977 Kansas City Royals to have two 10-plus game winning streaks in the same season. The Blue Jays going for their 11th straight win for the second time this season tomorrow afternoon against the Oakland A's and their ace pitcher, Sonny Gray. But the biggest thing about why I want to make this video is not only because the Jays are in first place. That is huge. I mean, there is a buzz around the Toronto Blue Jays that we haven't seen since their World Series years. And, I mean, like, their offense is just on fire. The whole team's on fire since the trade deadline. 2 weeks ago, they were something like 8 games out of a playoff spot. Or out of the division lead, and now they've got a half-game lead over the Yankees. They've got one more game against the A's, and then they go into a very critical series against the Yankees at home. And after sweeping the Yankees in New York last weekend, I am confident that the Blue Jays can at least take 2 out of 3 in their upcoming series against New York, because I was nervous that they wouldn't get it done in New York. I didn't expect them to sweep the Yankees, but they did. And the Rogers Center to me is, although it's a hitter-friendly ballpark, it's a little bit more pitcher-friendly compared to that of Yankee Stadium. There's no short porch and right. The last thing I really want to talk about is just the fact that Edwin Encarnacion was out of the lineup tonight. In such a pivotal game, a game that could potentially have put them into first, which it did. Edwin out of the lineup, and Chris Colabello and Justin Smoke step up. Colabello goes 2 for 4 with 4 RBIs and a big 3-run homer to get the offense started. The Blue Jays as a team have a 7-run inning in the bottom of the second. They just destroyed the Oakland A's, and I know Oakland doesn't have a great team this year, but I mean, how can you argue with the success of the Jays right now? I mean, they're just completely on fire. And, I made a video, my last video was about David Price and Troy Tulowitzki, those acquisitions, but how can you argue with the way that the rest of the Blue Jays pitching staff has stepped up since David Price has been there? I mean, it's fantastic to watch, and if you're a Blue Jays fan, it's really exciting to watch them right now. So I just wanted to come on here and talk about the Blue Jays and give them some recognition for being in first place in the AL East. And this late in the season, I mean, that's huge. And I mean, even if they didn't get into first place tonight, they had a pretty they were building a sizable lead in the wild card. I believe it was 2 games over the over the Angels going into this game. And I mean, on top of that, New York lost, putting the Jays in first. Seattle, their pitcher threw a no-hitter against Baltimore today. So that that helped the Jays out more. So it's just a good time to be a Jays fan right now. In closing, guys, I'd ask you to remember to please give this video a like, and you can subscribe for more content. That's all I got for right now. I'll see you next time.